Hey Pagan family, today we're digging into another fascinating Christmas tradition that may have pagan origins. I am of course talking about this straw goat that is a popular symbol in Nordic countries during Yule. So how did a goat become associated with Christmas, and could there be a pagan reason behind its popularity? Let's jump right into the video. You can find the Yule Goat just about everywhere in Sweden, Norway, and Finland around this time of year. He appears in Christmas ornaments, holiday decor, and most famously as a giant effigy in Gavle, Sweden. This giant Yule Goat is really fascinating as people try to burn it down every year, and often they are successful. The giant goat consists of a large metal frame that's covered in straw, so it's pretty easy to light on fire. I think in the past 50 years, this goat has been destroyed around 35 times. The town has tried lots of different ways to protect the goat. They've set up a fence, had security cameras, and have even had guards stationed, but often someone still finds a way to sneak in and light it on fire. So the interesting question is, how did a goat become associated with Yule? And interestingly, this may go back to pagan times. Well, Thor happened to have a chariot that was led by two large goats. The goats are mentioned several times in the Norse sagas, and they were kind of immortal, magical goats. Repeatedly in the tales, Thor would butcher and eat the two goats, but they would miraculously return to life the next morning. And as a side note, Thor is not the only Norse god with an interesting chariot. Freya happens to have a chariot pulled by cats. Anyway, there is also a really interesting ancient tradition called the Yule Offer, or the Yule Sacrifice, where a man would dress in goat skins and carry a goat head effigy that would then be symbolically killed and brought back to life the next day, kind of like Thor's goats. This rebirth metaphor also fits in really well with the winter solstice, as on solstice night, the sun kind of goes through its own rebirth. Early Christians were obviously not happy with this pagan tradition, and in true Christian fashion, they proclaimed the Yule Goat as a demon. This fear of the Yule Goat continued well into the 17th century, and there are many tales during that time that featured a demonic Yule Goat roaming around the countryside demanding food and scaring children. Over time, the Yule Goat eventually lost its bad reputation and became a benevolent symbol of Christmas. In folk art, you'll often see the Yule Goat carrying Santa's holiday presents as they go from home to home. Or sometimes you'll even see Santa riding the Yule Goat. Like with the tradition of Krampus, there is definitely an artistic revival going on when it comes to the Yule Goat. In researching this topic, I've come across so many amazing artists creating Yule Goat artworks. And check out this amazing Yule Goat costume I found on YouTube the other day. I'll leave the link down below in case you want to check out how the artist created this costume. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like each year more and more people are starting to discover and appreciate pagan Yule traditions. And I find it so fun that I could share the story of the Yule Goat with you today. Anyway, I really hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a like and definitely subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you all next week. Bye!